go.
This is Smoke Talk. Now we're at the last episode of the year. Man, we almost done 2022.
That's crazy.
We're about to go into 2023. Now we got our topic that we always talk about for at the end of every single year. But before we get into that, we're gonna share with you guys what we're smoking and what we're drinking.
Yes, sir.
Now, my brother and Ronald and I are both smoking on some medium bodies Cobra Grandes. Maduro State cigars. Can't go wrong with that, right?
Can't go wrong.
And we're also going to be drinking some Brough Brothers, a black-owned company that we definitely want to try. So we're excited about this. What better way to go out the end of the year than trying, some liquor from two black-owned companies?
Two black-owned, bro.
First one, Uncle Nearest, now the Brough Brothers.
Yes, and this
Super
is the
excited.
only black-owned distillery in Kentucky.
Absolutely, that's right.
Yep.
Now, the topic for today. We know we had a long year. It's been ups and downs and twists and turns. 2022 is one for the books.
Absolutely.
All right. So one of the things we always talk about before you go into the new year, reflection.
Yes.
Gotta reflect on this past year that you had to make sure you're preparing yourself and setting yourself up for success in 2022. You gotta see what you did right, what you did wrong. That's pretty much basically it right now. You got to see what you did right, what you did wrong, what are some things that you need to change. Absolutely. Now, let's get into that topic. My brother, reflection.
Yes.
Please share with everyone, what does reflection mean to you? What are some things, if you want to share any personal things that you reflected on or that you're going to reflect on that you want to make sure you change or revamp or even accelerate from what you already accomplished in 2022?
Yeah, so I think I'll break mine down into a few categories.
Okay.
As far as how I'm going to reflect on this past year. So as far as smoking Brough Brothers, I think, reflection, we did good this year. Of course, we're going to improve on it next year from that point. We had some great cooks this year. And some stuff that we never tried before this year as well. So maybe we could talk about our favorite cooks at some point.
Okay,
during this smoke talk. But I would say spiritually, did well there. Definitely improved from my spirituality standpoint. Financially, did good there. Career-wise, made improvements on that. But one thing I know I messed up on that I got to get better at. Physically, I did not meet my goals that I needed to meet this year. Started off 2022 good, but I did not end it. Did not end it well, I would say, or not ending it well.
Okay.
So next year, as far as my physical fitness, I know I need to do better at that.
Okay.
Family-wise, doing good from a family standpoint. Family is good. So I think overall, I made some good improvements this year, but just physically, I got to make some better improvements next year.
So I'm gonna ask you a question because this is also great for everyone as well, because a lot of times there are certain aspects in our lives that we just drop the ball on, right?
Yeah.
And so one of the things is was talking about like accountability. We all hear about that accountability, getting an accountability partner or hold yourself accountable. So one of the things you did was you recognized something that you didn't accomplish like you wanted to, which was the physical part.
Yep.
So what are some changes that you feel that you need to make, or whether it's accountability or things you need to do to ensure that the success of physically working out or whatever it may be for 2023?
Yeah, I think discipline is just my main thing. I just need to be more disciplined at setting a schedule as far as when I'm gonna work out, being more disciplined in my eating.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, we smoke our meats and all that,
Absolutely.
but outside of that, we also need to eat healthy.
Correct.
So just making sure I'm eating healthy, breakfast, lunch, dinner, any time of day, but just ensuring that I'm not just eating junk. You know what I mean? So improving on the food I put in my body. But just discipline, bro. That's what I need to work on from a physical fitness standpoint.
I mean, a key thing that you said within the discipline area, he said, create a schedule. And I think sometimes that's what people do. They're like, I'll go tomorrow, I'll go next week. I think it's important to try to just build that into your schedule. So once that time block is there, you just say, okay, this is what's for this particular time that I'm gonna do. If anybody say, hey, you trying to meet? Well, nope, this time is already set. And then you just gotta hold yourself accountable. You gotta be disciplined about it. So no, I think that's key. And just for myself, similar areas as yourself, let's talk about like the spiritual, the like financial, the family-wise. Family-wise, doing well, brother. Like, I'm enjoying every single minute with my wife and my beautiful baby girl. She's grown every single day, giving me a run for my money. Ooh, she running around the place, but I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. On a spiritual standpoint, I think that definitely improved. Even though I haven't physically been back in the church, I've definitely been watching service online. One of the goals I had set for myself was to, get involved in the church. So I've been involved in a committee at my church and just been helping that on the properties, facilities aspect in terms of helping the church grow in that area. On a financial revenue standpoint and the job standpoint, is I definitely made some improvements on there. There's still some work that needs to be done on my end. And this is just me holding myself accountable. There's still some work that needs to be done, but have I made some great improvements this year? Absolutely.
Gotcha.
But there's still work that needs to be done.
Yep.
On the physical aspect, I've done a whole lot better than I had last year.
Gotcha.
Was I completely 100% consistent? Absolutely not. Which is okay, I'm human, but it's not okay because I don't want to give myself that out. It's okay to be human, but if you're going to commit to do something, gotta do it. So one of the things I've been doing over these past several months, I have been working out.
Yep.
Now I dropped the ball these past couple of weeks. I told you about that.
Yeah, you did.
I held myself accountable, but I've been running, I've been working out, and that's something that I want to continue to go into 2022. You know, one of the goals I set for myself on a physical standpoint was run a half marathon in 2023.
Yeah.
And now you guys know that's one of the things I set for myself. So if I don't run a half marathon in 2023, y'all gotta let me have it, please. You know, this is all about accountability, putting it out there.
Yes.
But that's one of the physical things that I have set for myself specifically, and I think it's very important because, you know, setting goals for yourself, what it does, it leads to growth. Whether, you know, it's easy or it's hard, it leads to growth. It leads to just reaching new heights. But the only way to get to those new heights and setting those goals is you have to reflect on what have you accomplished or what have you dropped the ball on.
Absolutely.
And this is why this episode right here, we always do it at the end of the year, which is extremely important because you have to know where you're at in order to understand where you got to get to.
Yep.
So, you know, that's what we have today for Smoke Talk, my brother. Is there anything else that you want to add that's, you know, that just came to your mind that's important for them to know?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say that we always save reflection, I would say, for the last episode for the year. But I would say just in personally, you should reflect more than once a year.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can reflect as many times as you want, you know what I
Correct.
mean, to make sure that you're staying on schedule, staying on track with what you want to achieve.
Right.
So you can reflect weekly,
Yep.
you can reflect monthly, you
Yep.
can reflect every quarter, every 6 months. You can reflect on how you're progressing on whatever goal you have as much as you want.
Yeah.
But just make sure that you're not overwhelming yourself and you're not being hypercritical of yourself if you don't necessarily meet a goal, but you always set a plan to improve.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. That's all I got to say, bro.
Yeah, and a person may say, well, how do I know whether to reflect on a weekly or monthly or quarterly basis?
Yeah.
It's really up to you, but one thing I would just suggest is if you're setting goals and you're setting a monthly goal,
Yeah.
then every single month reflect on that goal that you set for that month. If you're setting goals that are quarterly, then also reflect quarterly as well.
Yeah.
If you're setting some weekly goals, like working out weekly, okay, then reflect on what have you done that week to see what do you got to do for the next week to progress. So it really is based on that particular goal that you're setting for yourself to reflect on here. So Ronald made a huge point to it just doesn't have to be at the end of every single year. It can be daily, it can be weekly, it can be monthly, it can be quarterly. Hell, it could be semi-yearly.
Yep.
So it really depends on whatever goal that you're setting for yourself and just making sure you're just holding yourself accountable for that. And get an accountability partner.
Yes.
Get someone that's going to really tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. Not just yes or it's okay. The one thing I don't like, my brother, is somebody telling me, "Oh, don't worry about it. You get it next week." Like, no. If you set something and you didn't accomplish that goal, say you dropped the ball. You got to get on it.
Yep.
Like that's not okay. Why are you not doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What's the excuse? You was tired.
Yep.
You sleep. You slept an extra hour early. What? You turn your alarm off? There's no excuse. So you got to get an accountability partner that's going to hold you accountable. Seriously, that will really help. And if you don't have anyone, heck, hold yourself accountable or find someone.
Yep.
You know, find someone.
Absolutely.
But with that being said, you know, that's all we got for today. Anything else you want to add, my brother?
Man, we can get into our favorite cook for this year. You know, we'll reflect on that.
Ooh, favorite cook for this year.
Yeah. Favorite cook.
My favorite cook for this year. Heck, I don't even know. I really don't know.
So I would say my favorite one, favorite one doing was the rabbit.
Rabbit cook?
Yeah, because it was just such a unique animal to cook. Something I never had before and never cooked before, definitely. But I would say the rabbit cook was my favorite cook.
I could tell you my favorite cook thus far.
Okay.
The gator.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was
all
my
time,
favorite
yes, absolutely.
Because, you know, that was an experience in itself. What was that?
Yeah, 3 days,
3-day process.
3-day process, yeah.
It was such an experience, but that was an experience that, you know, I would never forget and I love.
Absolutely.
And, you know, that might be something we do again in the future.
We have to.
But I'm excited,
We
yeah.
gotta do that again. We have to do that again.
Oh,
So,
hey, I
yeah,
mean,
what's going on?
there you go. You said the word, so we're gonna do that again in the future. So I'm definitely excited about that.
Yes.
So with that being said, guys, remember, reflection is key. Reflect on everything that happened in 2023, so that way you can properly progress in 2022. So that way you can properly progress in 2023.
Absolutely.
Remember, if you don't know where you've been at, or what you lacked on, or what you progressed in, it's kind of hard to move forward.
Yep.
If you don't know where you've been. So,
Absolutely.
with that being said, it's time to get down to the favorite part, the taste test.
Let's do it.
Are you ready, my brother?
I'm ready for this, bro.
I am ready.
I'm excited
Let me
about
get one
this.
more smoke
Go
real
ahead.
quick.
Go ahead and do what you gotta do. Go ahead and do your thing. I'm ready for this one right here. Let's see what this one be like, bro.
Oh, yeah.
The
I mean, it
Brough
looks
Brothers.
We're gonna see.
We're gonna see. The Brough Brothers.
It's like, it looks light, but it's heavy though.
Very smooth.
It is good, smooth. Let me do that one more time. One more again. Ooh, it do pack a little punch.
Yeah, it's good. I'm having a hard time finding the notes though.
Only note I know is it starting with a G. It's good. The only note I know is good.
It has a little bite at the back.
It's light, but it does have a slight bite at the end. All right, so once again, do we give this a side down, side, or up? For me, I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna give him like a 3/4.
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because it's light when you first drink it, but then it has a nice bite. Like I said, it might be light, but it's heavy though.
Yeah.
Even though I was joking, it's serious. Like it has a strong, heavy finish, and actually sometimes like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
I like that. It's not overpowering.
No, definitely.
But
not.
I love it. I mean, I like it. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
Okay. All right. I'm almost there. But
He's almost there.
Yeah. I'm just trying to pick out them flavors, bro. I'm trying to pick out them flavors. But it is good though.
So with that being said, it's your boy J-Cleve. Got a good brother Ronald.
Yo.
It's the Smoke and Grill Brothers. We're gonna see you next time.
Next time.
On
Next
Smoke
year.
Talk in 2023.
Whew. Man.
That's it.
Standing in our B-boy stands.
Boom.
Man. 2022. Almost gone, bro.
Brother, I feel like this month was just here like
2 days
yesterday.
ago.
Literally.
Now it's gone.
Goodness gracious. The next time we blink, it's gonna be 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. That was the blink?
blink.
Try it.
Yeah. Like the Thanos snap.
Right.